I love sales and negotiations and real estate. It's like my passions in life. I'm very like black and white. I love real estate. I love sales, and that's pretty much it. That's like my whole thing. Negotiations, it's when you can find a middle ground where both parties feel like they won. And the only way to get a seller to feel like they've won is that you've given them what they need per the situation, right? So sometimes they're not gonna win based on price, but they're gonna win based on convenience and speed, for example. Maybe they don't win based on price, but you're giving them all these other things. You're closing quickly. You're paying closing costs. They don't have to do the repairs. They can get to their destination sooner. Like when we're negotiating, it's to get them to see that, right? In order to get this number, this is what needs to happen because an investor needs to be around this range. So if this is what you want, this is the price where it needs to be, right? No, that's too low. I can't take that. I'm okay with waiting X amount of time because this is how much I need to be able to move. Okay, no problem. If that's what's most important for you, let's go this direction. And you just kind of have to identify that. But if you don't ask the questions, you're not going to get to the root of what somebody needs. And then you're doing them a disservice because you're jumping too quick to, whoa, let's do this or let's do that. I also don't want people to get like offer happy, where now they're offering things without really understanding if that's the best fit. I'll never put someone into an offer that doesn't match what they need, whether it's seller finance or subject to, because then we're not in alignment and we're not really serving people at a high level. So if they want a list and I know that like they just fixed up their house and it's the most beautiful house and there's not a problem I can solve by buying the property, hey, just go list it. I can either list it or refer it out to someone else.
Let's say someone's an agent, all right, and they want to learn, they want to add these skills to their repertoire. Where would you begin if you're them? Which part of creative finance you think would be the most effective for them to get their career off the ground in this way?
It depends what the challenges that they're coming up against. Because the way that my brain thinks is like, what are the challenges that I'm experiencing and how can I come up with a solution? So for example, if they're coming up across a lot of people that have no equity, then that's where I would start because then I have a solution for the problems that I'm facing. And I think that's going to be for a lot of people, since of the condition of the market that we're in and how things are moving, I think the no equity thing is going to be like the first. So subject to, I would say, start there. Seller finance, a lot of people have some sort of understanding of seller finance, but there's like a whole nother sector of how it's done and how it's structured. But I would just start by asking their sellers. So in our pre-qual, because I have the same pre-qual as you, there is a question there that says like, would you be open to financing the property to the buyer, or do you just want to pull all the cash out? Start there, because that gives you an idea.
I love that question. I ask that a lot. I say, hey, so I'm aware, so you mentioned to me that there's a mortgage on the property, or you mentioned to me that it's free and clear. So let me ask you, Mr. Seller, are you open to acting like a bank, holding a note for a buyer? Or are you just interested in getting all of your cash at the closing table when we're there signing papers? That's my drive home close to them. So that's a great question to ask.
And they may be open to that, but I think it's recognizing before you go on the appointment what the opportunity is going to be that you're going to present. So if it's a fully paid property or it's a landlord that wants to avoid capital gains, and that's the biggest objection that they're giving you, seller finance. And then I would have a little bit of an understanding of what it is. And then you could partner with someone like me to help you with the back end stuff. That's like the paperwork, transaction coordinating, making sure all the legal stuff is done to the T. So you're protected and your client is as well.
Yes.
But just start there. What problem are you facing continuously, or what objection do you keep getting? If it's the cash, where like every appointment you go on, like probates, they're talking to 10 other investors, then you better learn how to present cash offers, because that's the biggest roadblock from you getting to like that next goal that you have for the month or the year or the quarter.
I used to anyway, because I was flipping property back in like 2019, 2020. But I don't, those buyers kind of, those buyers like kind of went by the way, like the COVID crushed them because they were very leveraged with rentals. And when you couldn't rent, you couldn't evict because these renters aren't paying the mortgage, their rent, which meant they couldn't pay their mortgage. These guys went belly up. That's a big reason, guys, why I just called Idalis. I had a deal. We have another one that we're talking about right now. She's doing what I'm learning, so I'm just going to her. We're solution oriented. We ain't problem oriented. So how does everybody get in touch with the one, the only Idalis?
Idalis. So just my social media handle on Instagram is the same. It's Idalis_real estate. So it shows up here. YouTube people can see it too, right? The YouTube.
Everybody can see it.
Yeah, follow me and send me a message, DM me invest, and then my team will send you back scripts that we use. So I'll give you some freebies just for jumping on. We'll give you free scripts that we use, the free contracts that we use for creative finance. So I'll give you guys scripts, contracts, and a free training of 7 steps to get your first investment deal, just to leave you guys with some value.
Maybe they need to hear it from you, Idalis. Like, you tell agents and everybody who's watching that this is not something that's exclusive to like you and I.
I'm just an agent who was doing the agent thing and then had an idea, hey, what if I started doing the investing thing too? And then I got education and I got support and I got around people that were doing it. And I was consistent. So there's consistency is a part of it. Education is a part of it. And then patience. Like, nothing good ever comes. Like, there's that saying that it's hard for a reason and it takes time sometimes for a reason. But once you figure it out, and it opens up this whole world of possibilities for you. Like, I'll tell you, and not to brag about me or my business or where we are, but right now a lot of agents unfortunately are struggling, and we're having our best year yet because as the market starts to pivot, people are looking for solutions, and we're really great at giving people solutions. So we're never going to run out of deals. We constantly have opportunities coming in. So instead of looking at I can't do this or that's too hard, get around people that are doing it, get education, and then just rinse and repeat. Same thing as the pre-qual, right? Like, it took you practice to get really good. And now you can do it with your eyes closed. You're like a superstar. Same thing with your listing presentation. I mean, your presentation is sharp, but you practice it and you are consistent. The same thing is true with this type of thing that I'm doing on the creative side. I learned about it, I practiced, and then I just had 100, 200, 300 conversations. And by conversation number 301, I was starting to sound a little bit better. I didn't just wake up one day and I knew this and I'm a magician. It was just practice.
Yeah. I think that a lot of people, when they see success around them, they think that it's instant, and it's not. I always compare us to athletes. People only see the athletes, let's use football, Sundays at 1:00. They don't know everything that those guys are doing Monday to Sunday. It's practice, it's film study, it's what you put in your body, it's sleep. Guys, it's like a life. So that's when she's talking about practice, that's what we do every day. 7:30, 11:30. And then I actually had a partner, Chris Camacho.
Yeah.
Chris and I would do objections at 7:10 in the morning. So I was role playing 3 times a day, 7:10, 7:30, 11:30. So it's but you're constantly practicing your craft. So now, yes, when I get somebody who wants to see me, immediately when they say, yeah, I'll agree to come see you, you can come see me. Right out of my mouth is great. So just, before we come out, want to have a couple quick questions to ask to make sure that when we do come out and meet with you, we can really just serve you best and maximize our time. So the main reason you're looking to sell your property is, and then I go right into the pre-qual.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just like this. So Idalis is the same.
It's the same process. So there is a script essentially, and then there's objections that you have to handle, and then you have to understand the process to be able to navigate the objections. So it's the exact same process. The reason why I've had so much success in this area is because I had the habits and the principles already of what it takes to be successful in the residential space, because I got it from being around people like you, being around people like Aaron. So when I started the investment space, I was like, okay, that it's the same thing. What's the script? What are the objections? How can I understand more of the back end process so I can answer high level questions? But I still have my objections in front of me. I practice them, I role play, exact same thing. Yep. Nothing's different yet.
That's what it takes, guys. So if you're an agent out there and you're thinking you want to start to get involved with creative and maybe learn learn how to wholesale, learn how to present a cash offer, get with Idalis, get inside the community, get with us. Reach out to her, DM her. She's one of the most giving people on planet Earth. She's here giving you guys all her information on how she became the person that she is with creative. So we're in the Elite Builders community, guys, we're here. We're here to just give you guys just eons and eons of value. She's giving you her free scripts. I'll give you my scripts. If you guys want my pre-qual that I have, it's 10 or 11 questions, and I've just shrunken it down. And if you want it, just DM me or drop in the comments that you want my scripts, and I'll give them to you. Let's do this before we go. Let's talk a little bit about, we had 2 gentlemen. So Jose Luis Morales, you know him. And then we had another gentleman, Abel. They're both going to do over $2 million a year separate. Each one of them is going to do that $2 million a year from listing and from creative, both of them. So if that's something that you guys want to be around, I have extra tickets for the Do More Deals Summit in January. I bought 4 of them. I will be happy to bring somebody there. If you're interested in coming and you're not with EXP, drop me a line. Send me a link and we'll have a discussion about it. Pace Morby's going to be there. He was there last year. He is the king of creative financing. He's who I'm learning from. You're in Pace's community. I mean, these are all people that are going to be at the Do More Deals Summit. And I know Idalis will be there too.
Come say hi.
It's in your backyard. Come
say hi.
Yeah. So this was awesome. What we're going to do, guys, is Idalis and I are probably going to do this series maybe like once every other week. So again, if there's something you want to hear about, you can drop in the comments. Let me know. Let Idalis know when you reach out to her, and we'll make that the subject next time. Yeah. So awesome. This was great. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And all right, guys, we're going to hit you next time.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
See ya. All right. They don't want to list it. They don't have equity, but time is not on their side. Immediately in your brain, you probably file through and go, all right, this is a subject to?
I'll tell you like kind of how my brain works. No equity, automatically subject to. That's going to be the only option that I'm going to present because listing, I know it's not going to serve them.